Dengan izin persidangan mahkamah pada hari ini dijalankan melalui sidang video atas persetujuan semua pihak berikutan pelaksanaan perintah kawalan pergerakan di bawah Pelan Pemulihan Negara Fasa 1. Hakim sidang pada hari ini ialah Hakim Datuk Noorin Binti Badaruddin. Pempetisyen ke melipat dulu sebagai sesi ini ya Arif. Nombor petisyen WA-18-15-03-10/2020 Muhammad Ashraf bin Jaafar.
Dengan izin Yang Arif, nama saya Muhammad Ashraf bin Jaafar, Pempetisyen ke-6.
Yes.
Dengan izin Yang Arif, Erwin Low hadir bagi pihak Pempetisyen Muhammad Ashraf bin Jaafar pada hari ini. Dan rakan-rakan bijaksana saya.
Dengan izin Yang Arif, saya Aisyah Farina binti Arullah, Peguam Kanan Persekutuan, hadir bagi pihak Jabatan Peguam Negara Yang Arif.
Dengan izin Yang Arif, saya Diana Ling Pangping, mewakili Majlis Peguam.
Dengan izin Yang Arif, saya Josephine Tirian mewakili bagi pihak Jawatan Kuasa Peguam Kuala Lumpur dan juga menyebut bagi pihak Jawatan Kuasa Peguam Selangor.
Ya, Yang Arif. Dengan izin Yang Arif, saya ingin memohon kebenaran untuk meneruskan ucapan saya dalam bahasa English.
Yes.
Much obliged, my lady. This is this court. The petitioner Muhammad Ashraf bin Jaafar was born on the 14th of January 1997 in Kuching, Sarawak, and has always known that he wanted to become a lawyer since high school. The petitioner graduated from University Technology Mara with a second-class upper. The petitioner commenced his pupillage at Mrs. Darina Low and Wong under his pupil master, Mr. Lee Zijun. On this day of admission, the petitioner would like to thank many people. And first and foremost, he would like to thank His Almighty God for all the blessings He has showered on the petitioner and his family. Secondly, the petitioner is grateful and thankful for his parents, Mr. Jafar King and Madam Rasida Yusuf, for the endless support, care, and love to the petitioner. The petitioner is grateful for both of them for giving him the strength he needed to follow his dreams and for believing in the petitioner. The petitioner also thanked his siblings for the support and care. The petitioner would also like to thank his master, Mr. Lee Zijun, for his support and guidance to ensure that the petitioner learn and gain as much as he can throughout the pupillage and on how to become a better lawyer and as a better person. The petitioner would like to express his gratitude to his fellow pupils, Miss Imam, Miss Aina, and Miss Chin Hui San, that had provided support to him throughout pupillage, and to Mr. Wong, Chik Zai, Mr. Alex, Miss Intan, Miss Wong Se Fong, Miss Vanessa, Miss Tay, and the support staff of Mrs. Darina Low and Wong for all their teachings and patience in dealing with the petitioner. Next, the petitioner would like to thank his friends, Miss Tia Azrina, Miss Nick Alia, and Mr. Brian Lee for sharing his joys and sorrows during his law studies and pupillage. The petitioner would also like to thank Miss Akila Hani, Miss Sarah, Miss Nick Emil, Miss Hafiza, Miss Shufia, Mr. Takiyuddin, Miss Maisara, Miss Intan, Miss Fatina, Miss Suraya, Miss Hanim, Miss Shakirin, Miss Jana, Mr. Zuhilmi, and Mr. Firdaus for their friendship and support. The petitioner would like to thank them for always being there for him to make the tough times more bearable. Lastly, the petitioner would like to thank his friends from university, especially Miss Atia, Miss Hanan, Miss Noorin, Mr. Afiq, Miss Mahira, Miss Akila, and Miss Hana, and friends from Kuching, Sarawak, especially Miss Iza, Miss Farina, Miss Shafika, Miss Hafiza, Miss Shafida, Miss Shaza, and Mr. Harif for their constant support and love. Like I said from the beginning, my lady, the petitioner has a lot of people that he would like to thank. My lady, I believe the petitioner is a fit and proper person to be admitted and enrolled as an advocate and solicitor of this honorable court. I believe the petitioner's papers are in order and my learned friends from the Attorney General's Chamber, the Bar Council, and the Kuala Lumpur Bar Committee, respectively, have no objections to this motion. Oleh demikian, Yang Arif, dengan izin saya memohon bahawa nama Pempetisyen dimasukkan dalam daftar sebagai Peguam Bela dan Peguam Cara bagi Mahkamah Malaya, Mahkamah Tinggi Malaya.
Tiada bantahan, ya Arif?
Tiada bantahan, Yang Arif.
Tiada bantahan, Yang Arif.
Mahkamah dengan ini membenarkan permohonan Pempetisyen dan menerima masuk Muhammad Ashraf bin Jaafar sebagai Peguam Bela dan Peguam Cara Mahkamah Tinggi Malaya dan juga memerintahkan nama Muhammad Ashraf bin Jaafar dan penerimaannya didaftaraikan oleh pendaftar.
Terima kasih, Ya Arif. Mohon dengan izin Ya Arif, Pempetisyen menjubahkan sendiri.
Dipersilakan.
Terima kasih, Yang Arif.
Ania.
Terima kasih, Yang Arif. My lady, if I may request, so humbly request to be allowed to leave the Zoom hearing today, as I'm not feeling too well after my second dose of vaccine.
Understandable, Mr. Loh. Thank you for being with us today.
Thank you so much, Yang Arif.
You are excused.
Much obliged. Thank
Stay
you.
safe, have a good rest.
Thank you, Yang Arif. You too.
Seterusnya, Arif, kita mulakan dengan Pempetisyen pertama sesi ini. Nombor petisyen WA-911-911-2020 Tan Tong Pang.
Dengan izin Yang Arif, nama saya T. Gunasilan, Peguam Pengusul. Rakan-rakan saya daripada badan-badan berkenaan telah pun diperkenalkan sebelum ini, Yang Arif. Dan Yang Arif, saya memohon izin memperkenalkan Pempetisyen dalam bahasa Inggeris.
Persilakan.
Dengan izin. My lady, this morning is a very special occasion for the petitioner after a long and hard struggle in her life to reach this stage. I am informed that the petitioner was born in Penang on the 9th of July 1997 and is the second child of Mr. Tan Teck Chuan and Madam Ng Irene. The petitioner, Yang Arif, had her primary education in Sekolah Jenis Kebangsaan Cina Chumphua III and subsequently continued her secondary education in Jit Sin High School, Bukit Mertajam, Penang. The petitioner then proceeded to read law in the Multimedia University in Malacca and graduated with Bachelor of Laws Honours in July 2020. Then she proceeded to do a pupillage. And the petitioner had two parts in a pupillage. First, she enrolled and did her pupillage for the first part under the tutelage of Mr. Nicholas Tan Sun Teck of Masa Lim Hak Ek and Company. There she was mainly exposed to matters like conveyancing. Then the petitioner decided that she should have sufficient experience in litigation as well. With the kind permission of Mr. Nicholas Tan Sun Teck, the petitioner then proceeded to do her pupillage under Mr. Koo Chung Young, or also known as Mr. Leslie Kenneth, in Mercer's Belu and Associate, where she was exposed to litigation. My lady, the petitioner was exposed to various aspects of litigation, and I also had the opportunity to get to know her because I was doing some counsel work in that firm, and she had assisted me in various cases. And I found the petitioner to be a very conscientious person, always willing to learn, which is a very important quality. And the petitioner would like to take this opportunity to thank, first of all, Mr. Nicholas Tan Sun Teck of Mercer Lim Hak Ek, and then, of course, Mr. Koo Chun Eng or Mr. Leslie Kenneth, and also specifically Mr. Ravin Velu, who gave a plenty of opportunity to get exposed to various aspects of litigation. The petitioner has a specific, or should I say, a particular interest in litigation. The petitioner would, of course, like to thank her parents this morning, who have always been with her, stood by her, Mr. Tan Teck Chuan and Madam Ng Irene. She would also like to thank her siblings, her sister Tan Run Feng and her brother Tan Tung Yang, for the continued moral support given to her always. My lady, saya percaya Pempetisyen adalah seorang sesuai dan layak diterima masuk sebagai seorang Peguam Bela Peguam Cara Mahkamah Tinggi Malaya, dan saya percaya rakan-rakan saya daripada badan-badan perkenaan tidak mempunyai sebarang bantahan terhadap permohonan ini. Dan sekiranya mereka boleh mengesahkan, saya akan seterusnya membuat permohonan yang perlu dibuat.
Tiada bantahan ya, Arif?
Tiada bantahan yang Arif.
Tiada bantahan yang Arif.
Yang Arif, saya dengan rendah diri memohon agar Pempetisyen diterima masuk dan didaftaraikan sebagai seorang Peguam Bela dan Peguam Cara Mahkamah Tinggi Kuala.
Mahkamah dengan ini membenarkan permohonan Pempetisyen dan menerima masuk Tan Tong Fang sebagai Peguam Bela dan Peguam Cara Mahkamah Tinggi Malaya, dan juga memerintahkan nama Tan Tong Fang dan penerimaannya didaftaraikan oleh pendaftar.
Yang Arif, saya memohon izin supaya Pempetisyen diberi keizinan untuk menjubahkan diri sendiri.
Dipersilakan.
Terima kasih Yang Arif.
Thank you. Congratulations.
Much obliged, my lady. Pempetisyen kedua WA 18-963-08/2020 Sheena Stephanie Sebastian.
Dengan izin Yang Arif, nama saya Sheena Stephanie Sebastian, pempetisyen kedua pada hari ini.
Yes.
Dengan izin Yang Arif, saya Esmala, pengusul yang hadir bagi pihak pempetisyen kedua, Sheena Stephanie Sebastian pada hari ini. Rakan-rakan bijaksana saya yang masing-masing mewakili yang berbahagia, Peguam Negara Malaysia, Majlis Peguam Malaysia dan Jawatan Kuasa Peguam Kuala Lumpur telah pun diperkenalkan awal tadi. Dengan izin Yang Arif, sebelum saya mengusulkan pendengaran permohonan Pempetisyen kedua untuk diterima masuk sebagai Peguam Bela dan Peguam Cara Mahkamah Tinggi Malaya, saya dengan rendah diri memohon kebenaran Yang Arif untuk memberi sedikit latar belakang mengenai Pempetisyen kedua dalam bahasa Inggeris.
Dipersilakan.
I'm obliged, my lady. May I introduce your second petitioner, Sheena Stephanie Sebastian. Your petitioner is the eldest child to Mr. Stephen Sebastian and Mrs. Dorothy Sebastian. Your petitioner graduated in 2017 with a law degree from the University of Northumbria with a second-class honours upper division. It was during your petitioner's final year in law school that her passion for the profession was realized by means of pursuing international human rights as a subject, and thus the zeal to one day become a human rights lawyer was ignited. Your petitioner takes to heart the infamous quote of Arundhati Roy, and I quote, my lady, to never get used to the unspeakable violence and the vulgar disparity of life around you. Miss Arundhati Roy is also a political activist involved in human rights and environmental causes, which your petitioner is equally passionate as well. Convinced that she needs to contribute towards the change she wishes to see all around her, your petitioner obtained a certificate in legal practice in 2019 and commenced her pupillage in the chambers of Kumar Partnership under the tutelage of my learned friend, Datuk Prem Ramachandran. My lady, they say you can achieve greatness and be all that you want to be with the right amount of persistence and hard work. Although true, it would not be fair for oneself to take all credit and say that those are the only factors that contribute to success. Your petitioner believes that who you are and your beliefs as a person are molded by the people around you. Thus, your petitioner is consciously aware that she is blessed with such wonderful people throughout life who have made her who she is today. On this day of admission, she would like to take this opportunity to thank the following people. Firstly, God Almighty for showering her with all the blessings, love, and people He has so graciously given your petitioner throughout life thus far. All your petitioner's hopes and plans, her heart and hands are lifted in gratitude to him. Secondly, to her parents and siblings. No words can express how thankful she is for their endless love and support. Your petitioner's mother is one who always believes in her more than she believes in herself. My lady, your petitioner would like to take this moment to share that it was actually her father's lifelong dream to pursue law, but due to his own circumstances and life getting in the way, he never got to. However, they say life works in mysterious ways, and how true indeed, because without any coaxing and or pressure, it was your petitioner's own decision to become a lawyer. In fact, there will soon be 2 other lawyers in the house as well. Both her siblings are also pursuing this very noble profession. Your petitioner is elated and hopes that her father sees this moment as his dream coming to reality through your petitioner. This moment is dedicated to him. Her pupil master, Datuk Prem Ramachandran, for his invaluable guidance, supervision, training, and opportunities given to her so that your petitioner obtained the maximum benefit throughout a period of pupillage, not forgetting his advice in the traditions of the legal profession. Your petitioner's siblings, Sabina and Desmond, have always had her back and are her saving graces during her days of doubt. In addition, her aunt Alice and Shirley Lim, as well as her cousins Jessica, Jeffrey, and Minosha, for constantly showering an abundance of love and prayers throughout her life. Her girls, Deirdre, Diva, Elaine, Laura, and Charanpreet, as well as Harshvik, for reminding her always that she will never have to go through whatever life has to offer alone, for all the pep talks drilled into her head, for being her pillars of strength and healthy distraction whenever the going got tough. Your petitioner is indebted to them for their constant love and support and is glad she has them throughout every milestone in life. Your petitioner wishes me also to specifically mention and thank Dasha Loganathan for being her +1 in law school and is forever grateful for the companionship and help offered during those days. Last but not least, your petitioner would not have grown and gained the knowledge and skills she has right now if it were not for the people at Kumar Partnership, especially the pupils, legal associates who never hesitated to share their invaluable knowledge with your petitioner. Their ever willingness to nurture and direct her towards the right direction, even though through their busy schedules, will always be remembered with much gratitude. With that, my lady, your petitioner would like me to end her speech with a message to her fellow cohorts. By now, we all know that life in this profession comes with days of losses, tears, and hardship. Let us then, during these days, remember the people we have mentioned in our speech. Keep them in our heart and mind and brave through another day in seeking justice. Let us not take lightly the privilege we have by being members of this profession. Let us strive to be a new generation of hope filled with both compassion and integrity. Dengan demikian Yang Arif, saya sesungguhnya percaya bahawa Pempetisyen kedua adalah seorang berkelayakan menurut Akta Profession Undang-Undang 1976. Saya sesungguhnya percaya bahawa semua surat cara Pempetisyen adalah sempurna dan teratur. Saya juga percaya bahawa rakan-rakan bijaksana saya yang mewakili ketiga-tiga badan tiada sebarang bantahan dan menyokong usul ini. Maka saya dengan rendah hormat ni memohon kepada Mahkamah yang mulia ini agar Pempetisyen kedua, Sheena Stephanie Sebastian, diterima masuk dan didaftaraikan sebagai Peguam Bela dan Peguam Cara Mahkamah Tinggi di Malaya. Mohon diperkenalkan.
Tiada bantahan, ya Arif?
Tiada bantahan, Ya Arif.
Tiada bantahan, Yang Arif.
Mahkamah dengan ini membenarkan permohonan Pempetisyen dan menerima masuk Sheena Stephanie Sebastian sebagai Peguam Bela dan Peguam Cara Mahkamah Tinggi Malaya dan juga memerintahkan nama Sheena Stephanie Sebastian dan penerimaannya didaftaraikan oleh pendaftar.
Terima kasih Yang Arif. Kini saya memohon kebenaran Mahkamah yang mulia ini untuk Pempetisyen sendiri menyarungkan jubah.
Dipersilakan.
Arif.
Congratulations.
Terima kasih Yang Arif.
Seterusnya, Pempetisyen ketiga WA-18-1059-08/2020 Nik Nurul Adilah binti Muhammad Nasir.
Dengan izin Yang Arif, Nik Nurul Adilah binti Muhammad Nasir, Pempetisyen ketiga.
Yes.
Dengan izin Yang Arif, saya Wan Syamimi Aini binti Tajul Amar, Peguam pengusul yang mewakili Pempetisyen ketiga, Nik Nurul Adilah binti Muhammad Nasir. Yang Arif turut hadir hari ini rakan-rakan bijaksana saya yang masing-masing mewakili Yang Bahagia Peguam Negara Malaysia, Majlis Peguam Malaysia, Jawatan Kuasa Peguam Selangor yang telah pun diperkenalkan sebentar tadi. Yang Arif hari ini telah ditetapkan untuk pendengaran petisyen penerimaan masuk Pempetisyen ketiga, Nik Nurul Adilah binti Muhammad Nasir sebagai Peguam Bela dan Peguam Cara di Mahkamah Tinggi Malaya. Dengan izin Yang Arif, saya terlebih dahulu ingin memperkenalkan Pempetisyen bernama Nik Nurul Adilah binti Muhammad Nasir. Dilahirkan di Kota Baru, Kelantan pada 2 Julai 1997 dan merupakan anak bongsu kepada Encik Muhammad Nasir Noor dan Puan Nik Rosmawani. Yang Arif, Pempetisyen mempunyai cita-cita untuk menjadi seorang peguam sejak dari kecil lagi, selaras dengan matlamat beliau untuk memenuhi harapan dan hasrat ibu bapa beliau. Pempetisyen diberi nama yang membawa maksud cahaya keadilan. Pempetisyen juga turut terinspirasi dengan kejayaan bapa saudaranya Yang Mulia Tengku Fauzi dalam bidang guaman. Pempetisyen kemudiannya telah membuat langkah pertama dalam perjalanan kejaya dengan melanjutkan pelajaran dalam Foundation in Law di Management and Science University. Dengan berkat sokongan dan doa oleh kedua ibu bapa Pempetisyen, Pempetisyen melanjutkan lagi pelajarannya dalam peringkat ijazah dan telah dianugerahkan ijazah sarjana muda undang-undang dengan kepujian di Multimedia University Melaka. Pada Ogos 2020, Pempetisyen telah menjalani latihan dalam kamar di bawah seliaan Encik Karamjit Singh Harbhajan Singh di Tetuan Badarul Baharin and Partners. Pempetisyen ingin merekodkan penghargaan kepada peguam-peguam di Tetuan Badarul Baharin and Partners di atas latihan dan tunjuk ajar yang diberikan kepada Pempetisyen. Yang Arif, Pempetisyen juga ingin mengambil kesempatan pada hari ini untuk berterima kasih kepada ibu bapa tersayang iaitu Encik Muhammad Nasir Noor dan Puan Nik Rosmawani yang telah memberikan kasih sayang yang tidak ternilai harganya serta doa dan sokongan yang tidak pernah putus kepada Pempetisyen untuk mencapai cita-cita Pempetisyen. Dengan izin Yang Arif, Pempetisyen juga ingin merakamkan kata-kata khas ini untuk ibu bapanya. Papa, Mama, terima kasih atas segala pengorbanan yang dilakukan oleh Papa, Mama. Kejayaan hari ini adalah hadiah untuk Papa Mama dan berharap kita boleh berkumpul lagi setelah pandemik berakhir. Sayang dan rindu Papa Mama selalu. Seterusnya, Pempetisyen juga berterima kasih kepada adik-beradiknya iaitu Abang Iman, Abang Zul, Kak Nurul, Kak Nani dan Kak Atikah yang tidak putus memberi sokongan dan kasih sayang kepada Pempetisyen dan kepada Kak Alina, Kak Azila, Nazri dan Aiman atas segala pertolongan yang diberikan kepada Pempetisyen sepanjang perjalanan kejaya Pempetisyen. Akhir sekali, Pempetisyen juga ingin mengucapkan terima kasih kepada rakan-rakan universiti yang bukan sahaja melakar kenangan manis di universiti tetapi juga atas sokongan antara satu sama lain sehingga kini. Yang Arif, dengan ini saya sesungguhnya percaya bahawa segala dokumentasi, representasi dan surat-surat cara Pempetisyen adalah lengkap dan teratur dan Pempetisyen adalah seorang yang berkelayakan menurut Akta Profesyen Undang-Undang 1976. Saya juga dengan ini percaya dan berharap bahawa rakan-rakan bijaksana saya yang mewakili seluruh badan-badan berkenaan tidak mempunyai sebarang bantahan terhadap petisyen ini.
Tiada bantahan, ya, Arif?
Tiada bantahan, ya, Arif?
Pihak Jawatan Kuasa Peguam Selangor tiada bantahan, Yang Arif.
Dengan izin Yang Arif, oleh yang demikian, saya dengan rendah diri memohon kepada Mahkamah yang mulia ini agar Pempetisyen Nik Nurul Adilah binti Muhammad Nasir diterima masuk dan didaftaraikan sebagai Peguam Bela dan Peguam Cara di Mahkamah Tinggi Malaya.
Mahkamah dengan ini membenarkan permohonan Pempetisyen dan menerima masuk Nik Nurul Adilah binti Muhammad Nasir sebagai Peguam Bela dan Peguam Cara Mahkamah Tinggi Malaya dan juga memerintahkan nama Nik Nurul Adilah binti Muhammad Nasir dan penerimaannya didaftaraikan oleh pendaftar.
Terima kasih Yang Arif. Dengan izin Yang Arif, di sini saya memohon kebenaran Mahkamah yang mulia ini selaras dengan norma baharu untuk Pempetisyen menyarungkan jubahnya secara kendiri, Yang Arif.
Dipersilakan.
Terima kasih Ya Arif.
Tahniah.
Terima kasih Yang Arif.
Pempetisyen keempat WE-18-1139-9/2020 Tang Eng Jun.
Dengan izin Yang Arif, saya Tan Sing Chong, Peguam pengusul yang mewakili Pempetisyen keempat Tan Eng Jun pada hari ini. Rakan-rakan bijaksana saya yang masing-masing mewakili yang berbahagia Peguam Negara Malaysia, Majlis Peguam Malaysia dan Jawatan Kuasa Peguam Kuala Lumpur telah pun diperkenal kepada Yang Arif sebentar tadi. Yang Arif, saya dengan rendah diri memohon kebenaran untuk meneruskan ucapan saya dalam bahasa Inggeris.
Yes, please.
Much obliged, Yang Arif. Yang Arif, allow me to introduce the petitioner, Ms. Tan Eng Jun. The petitioner was born on 25th May 1996 in Klang, Selangor, and she is the youngest child of Mr. Tan Ching Hock and Madam Chan Fong Tai. The petitioner started her early education at SJK Pandamaran A and further her secondary education at SMK Raja Zarina. Subsequently, the petitioner pursued her pre-university at SMK Tengku Ampuan Rahimah before reading law at the University of Malaya, where she graduated with honours in the years of 2020. Upon graduation, the petitioner commenced a pupillage at Mohananda's partnership under the tutelage of my learned friend, Mr. Samsu Bahrin Manaf. Yang Arif, on this honourable day, the petitioner would like to extend her utmost gratitude and heartfelt appreciation to her parents for her endless love, sacrifice, support, encouragement throughout her life. The petitioner would like to thank her two elder brothers for their constant support since day one. The petitioner have made it so far without unconditional love and support from her family. The petitioner would also like to take this opportunity to thank her pupil master, my learned friend, Mr. Samsu Bahrin Manaf, for being her pillar of strength and for introducing her to many aspects of legal practice. It was under his guidance that the petitioner came to appreciate the great importance of possessing advocacy skill, perseverance, and maintaining self-integrity at all times. The petitioner further expressed her gratitude to everyone in Mohananda's partnership, especially Mr. Mohananda's Kanaga Sabai, Ms. Sharisa Razman, Ms. Maizura, Ms. Kalesh, for imparting their wisdom and guidance to the petitioner. The petitioner is extremely grateful for the exposure and knowledge that she gained through her 9-month pupillage. She would also like to thank all her pupil mates for making her pupillage a journey, a memorable one. On this momentous occasion, the petitioner would also like to express a heartfelt gratitude to her mentors during her legal internship in Malaysia and in Guangxi, China. To her mentor during internship in Malaysia, the petitioner would like to thank him for being a supportive mentor and for his kindness to share his knowledge and experience with her. The petitioner is also grateful for her encouragement that he offered when she needed it. To her mentor during internship in Guangxi Just Law legal firm in China, Ms. Wei Yanting, the petitioner is truly grateful for the valuable advice and experience shared by her during the petitioner's stay in China. Ms. Wei's hard work, dedication, and perseverance in her legal career have inspired the petitioner in many ways. Today, the petitioner would like to especially thank both of them for being a constant source of inspiration throughout her legal journey. Yang Arif, the petitioner would like to record her appreciation to her teachers, lecturers, tutors, and imparting valuable knowledge to her throughout all these years. Special thanks are also extended to her close friends from primary and secondary schoolmates, batchmates, and seniors from sharing laughter and tears since her legal journey began. Before I end, Arif, I also like to thank the court and also the court being the frontliner during the pandemic. And also, we appreciate that all the courts have done to go online and hearing. And I want to really take this opportunity to address this, that the court is also one of the brave frontliners that we have, and also the staff as well. Dengan izin Arif, saya sesungguhnya percaya bahawa Pempetisyen adalah seorang yang berkelayakan untuk diterima masuk dan didaftarai sebagai seorang Peguam, Bela dan Peguam Cara Mahkamah Tinggi Malaya. Saya turut percaya bahawa semua surat cara Pempetisyen teratur dan tiada bahan bantahan dari badan-badan berkenaan.
Tiada bantahan, ya Arif?
Tiada bantahan, ya Arif?
Tiada bantahan, Yang Arif.
Dengan izin Yang Arif, saya memohon supaya Pempetisyen keempat Tan Eng Jun diterima masuk dan didaftarai sebagai Peguam Bela dan Peguam Cara Mahkamah Tinggi Malaya.
Mahkamah dengan ini membenarkan permohonan Pempetisyen dan menerima masuk Tan Eng Jun sebagai Peguam Bela dan Peguam Cara Mahkamah Tinggi Malaya dan juga memerintahkan nama Tan Eng Jun dan penerimaannya didaftaraikan oleh pendaftar.
Terima kasih Yang Arif. Saya memohon kebenaran mahkamah yang mulia ini untuk Pempetisyen menyarungkan jubahnya sendiri.
Dipersilakan.
Terima kasih Yang Arif.
Congratulations and thank you, Mr. Tan.
Macam pula Yang Arif.
Seterusnya, Pempetisyen kelima WA-1215-09/2020 Ki Zeng Hao.
Dengan izin Yang Arif, nama saya Ki Zeng Hao, Pempetisyen kelima.
Yes.
Dengan izin Yang Arif, nama saya Vanessa Wong, mewakili pihak Pempetisyen kelima Ki Zeng Hao, dan turut hadir rakan-rakan bijaksana saya yang masing-masing mewakili Yang Berbahagia Peguam Negara Malaysia, Majlis Peguam Malaysia dan Jawatan Kuasa Peguam Selangor yang telah pun diperkenalkan awal tadi. Dengan izin Yang Arif, saya pohon kebenaran Mahkamah Yang Mulia ini untuk meneruskan hujahan saya dalam bahasa Inggeris.
Dipersilakan.
Much obliged, my lady. Yang Arif, the petitioner, Ki Zeng Hao, being the youngest child in his family, he was born in Sabah and he has been staying in Klang, Selangor with his family since the age of 11 years old. The petitioner obtained a Bachelor of Laws with second-class honours from Multimedia University in the year of 2020. He then commenced his pupillage in September 2020 in Messrs. Desmond Chan and Jeff Law in the chambers of my learned friend, Mr. Jeffrey Law. Yang Arif, the petitioner humbly requests that his gratitude towards those dearest to him in his life who had accompanied him throughout his journey be recorded in this honourable court today. On this very special and memorable day, the petitioner would like to take this opportunity to extend his deepest gratitude to his parents, Mr. Ki Hang Ki and Madam Teh B.I. for their unconditional love and unwavering support towards him. The petitioner would also like to thank both his elder brothers, Ki Zeng Huai and Ki Zeng Kai, for always acting as inspirations for him to improve himself. The petitioner would like to convey his heartfelt appreciation to his master, Mr. Jeffrey Law, for the guidance, opportunities, and exposures that he had gained throughout his pupillage. The petitioner would also like to thank Ms. Ng Zhu Zhen, Ms. Chai Shi Ying, Ms. Melissa Loy, and Ms. Ong Yi Ting for their continuous guidance to him during his pupillage. The petitioner also wishes to thank all his colleagues at Desmond Chan and Jeff Law for their continuous encouragement and for making his pupillage experience a memorable one. The petitioner would also like to thank his friends for being supportive and encouraging throughout his journey from pursuing a law degree to completing his pupillage. Their constant support is highly appreciated. Yang Arif, I humbly submit that the petitioner is a fit and proper person to be admitted and enrolled as an advocate and solicitor of the High Court of Malaya. I verily believe that all the petitioner's papers are in order and that my learned friends from the Attorney General's Chambers, the Bar Council, and the Selangor Bar Committee, respectively, have no objections to this motion.
Tiada bantahan, ya, Arif?
Tiada bantahan, Yang Arif.
Pihak Jawatan Kuasa Peguam Selangor tiada bantahan, Yang Arif.
Oleh yang demikian, Yang Arif, saya dengan rendah diri memohon suatu perintah bahawa Pempetisyen kelima Yi Zeng Kai diterima masuk dan didaftaraikan sebagai seorang Peguam Bela dan Peguam Cara Mahkamah Tinggi Malaya.
Mahkamah dengan ini membenarkan permohonan Pempetisyen dan menerima masuk Ki Zeng Hao sebagai Peguam Bela dan Peguam Cara Mahkamah Tinggi Malaya dan juga memerintahkan nama Ki Zeng Hao dan penerimaannya didaftaraikan oleh pendaftar.
Terima kasih Yang Arif. Saya juga memohon kebenaran Mahkamah Yang Mulia ini untuk Pempetisyen menyarungkan jubahnya sendiri.
Dipersilakan.
Terima kasih Yang Arif.
Congratulations.
Seterusnya Pempetisyen ke-7 WA dan 18 dan 1616 dan 10/2019 Muhammad Azizi bin Darus.
Dengan izin Yang Arif, saya Muhammad Azizi bin Darus, Pempetisyen ke-7.
Yes.
Dengan izin dan segala hormatnya Yang Arif, saya Muhammad Hisham bin Ramzan, hadir bagi pihak Pempetisyen ke-7 Muhammad Azizi bin Darus pada pagi ini Arif. Arif, bersama-sama saya juga adalah wakil daripada Yang Berbahagia Peguam Negara Malaysia, Majlis Peguam Malaysia dan juga Jawatan Kuasa Peguam Kuala Lumpur yang terdahulu sebelum ini telah pun diperkenalkan. Yang Arif, saya memohon untuk terlebih dahulu memperkenalkan Pempetisyen kita pada hari ini Arif. Arif, Pempetisyen ke-7 Muhammad Azizi bin Darus lahir di Jitra, Kedah pada 10 November 1997. Beliau adalah anak kedua kepada pasangan Darus bin Hitam dan juga Siti Syahrah binti Haji Osman yang kedua-duanya adalah guru agama. Yang Arif, Pempetisyen kita juga telah berkahwin dengan seorang peguam Bela Peguam Cara, Puan Nurul Zaimah binti Abdul Rahman, dan telah dikurniakan dengan 4 orang anak. Yang Arif, Pempetisyen ke-7 kita telah mendapat pendidikan awal di Sekolah Kebangsaan Si Putih Jitra dan kemudian telah meneruskan di pendidikan peringkat menengah di Sekolah Menengah Pulau Nyok juga di Jitra, Kedah. Pempetisyen kemudian telah memasuki alam pekerjaan terlebih dahulu di mana beliau telah bertugas sebagai juruteknik pesawat di Aero Aerospace sebelum menyertai program latihan di sana. Kemudian Pempetisyen ke-7 kita telah pun menyertai Jabatan Imigresen Malaysia dan pada ketika itu beliau juga telah menyambungkan pelajaran dan menghabiskan ijazah sarjana muda beliau dengan kepujian di Universiti Teknologi Malaysia, Shah Alam, Selangor. Yang Arif, Pempetisyen ke-7 kita kemudian telah pun menamakan perkhidmatan beliau sebagai pegawai imigresen dan pada Julai 2019 beliau pun telah pada Julai 2019 setelah lebih kurang 19 tahun Pempetisyen ke-7 berkhidmat dengan Jabatan Imigresen di Putrajaya. Yang Arif. Yang Arif, seterusnya Pempetisyen ke-7 telah pun meneruskan latihan dalam Kamar di Tetuan Daim Syarif and Som di bawah bimbingan Datin Harina Hanim. Yang Arif, pada hari yang bersejarah ini Arif, Pempetisyen ke-7 mengambil kesempatan bagi menzahirkan rasa terima kasih dan setinggi-tinggi penghargaan kepada kedua ibu bapa beliau yang mana beliau panggil ayah dan mama yang telah sentiasa menyokong dan juga kepada isteri beliau juga. Yang Arif, segala usaha, segala keputusan yang telah diambil di sini adalah hasil daripada sokongan daripada ayah mama dan juga isteri beliau. Arif, Pempetisyen 7 juga tidak lupa untuk mengucapkan terima kasih kepada anak-anak beliau yang telah bersama-sama membantu beliau untuk mencapai kejayaan pada hari ini, iaitu Ajwad Naufal, Alia Naili, Umar Zarif dan Aira Najwa. Mereka telah memahami kesibukan ayah mereka dalam bertugas dan juga belajar untuk memajukan langkah. Arif, Pempetisyen 7 juga ingin menzahirkan ucapan terima kasih kepada master beliau di atas segala tunjuk ajar yang telah diberikan sepanjang latihan dalam kamar beliau di sana. Arif, saya percaya bahawa kertas-kertas kausa Pempetisyen 7 pada hari ini adalah sempurna dan teratur. Saya juga percaya bahawa Pempetisyen kita pada hari ini adalah seorang yang berkelayakan menurut Akta Profesyen Undang-Undang 1976 dan saya turut percaya bahawa rakan-rakan saya yang mewakili badan-badan berkenaan tiada bantahan terhadap permohonan Pempetisyen pada pagi ini, Arif.
Tiada bantahan, Arif?
Tiada bantahan, Arif.
Tiada bantahan, Yang Arif.
Arif, dengan izin Arif, saya dengan rendah diri memohon agar Pempetisyen 7 Muhammad Azizi bin Darus diterima masuk dan didaftarai sebagai Peguam Bela dan Peguam Cara Mahkamah Tinggi Malaya.
Mahkamah dengan ini membenarkan permohonan pempetisyen dan menerima masuk Muhammad Azizi Darus sebagai Peguam Bela dan Peguam Cara Mahkamah Tinggi Malaya dan juga memerintahkan nama Muhammad Azizi Darus dan penerimaannya didaftaraikan oleh pendaftar.
Terima kasih Arif. Akhir sekali Arif, saya pohon agar diberikan kebenaran kepada Pempetisyen 7 Muhammad Azizi Darus untuk menjubah dirinya.
Persilakan.
Terima kasih Arif.
Tahniah.
Terima kasih Arif.
Dengan ini saya menjemput Yang Hakim untuk memberikan ucapan.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi ta'ala wabarakatuh and a very good morning to all. Puan Aisyah Falina, representative of the Attorney General's Chambers, Madam Diana Ling, representative of the Malaysian Bar Council, and Madam Josephine Tew, representative of the Kuala Lumpur Bar Committee. Peguam-peguam pengusul yang saya hormati sekalian, tuan-tuan dan puan-puan yang juga saya hormati sekalian. Pertama sekali, izinkan saya mengucapkan terima kasih di atas kehadiran kesemua peguam-peguam pengusul yang bijaksana pada hari ini. Saya percaya kesemua pempetisyen pada hari ini berdebar dari pagi tadi. Sama ada tuan-tuan dan puan-puan akan hadir. You can make it this morning. Terima kasih kerana berkorban masa untuk hadir pada pagi ini bagi merealisasikan impian dan cita-cita pempetisyen kita pada hari ini. Anda sebenarnya telah menunjukkan contoh yang terbaik mengenai komitmen dan tanggungjawab yang perlu dilaksanakan dengan penuh hormat dan kesedaran mengenai keadilan. Dan anda telah melakukan keadilan kepada pempetisyen pada hari ini. Izinkan saya meneruskan ucapan saya dalam bahasa Inggeris. Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of the Malaysian judiciary, I would like to take this opportunity to congratulate all of you on your admission as advocates and solicitors of the High Court of Malaya. You have come to the final chapter in achieving your ambition. It is time for you to be prepared to face all the challenges and bittersweet of this profession. I would also like to congratulate your parents and your loved ones who had sacrificed a lot to get you to where you are today. Congratulations to the masters who had willingly and diligently shared their legal knowledge during the 9 months of pupillage period to all petitioners, and I believe you all have been taught on the reality of this profession. Not to forget to all family members and friends who have been giving unwavering support to all of you throughout the journey. Ladies and gentlemen, today marks the history not only for the petitioners who are admitted and enrolled as advocates and solicitors of the High Court of Malaya, but also for the Malaysian judiciary in conducting these momentous proceedings virtually. This is an initiative by the Malaysian judiciary to ensure that the petitioners are able to continue their careers in the legal fraternity. This is the new norm that is to be adapted to all parties in facing the COVID-19 pandemic. The legal profession is a noble and respected profession. Bear that in mind always. Since the beginning of the civilized nation until today, this profession has been given great trust in their roles and responsibilities in implementing and upholding justice. Undoubtedly, this field has obstacles and challenges for its practitioners, especially during this period where the whole world is fighting the COVID-19 outbreak, which impact the world's economy, including the legal profession in Malaysia. As such, it can be said that the current situation shows that new and young lawyers will face the challenges of a very competitive job market. Be that as it may, I believe no matter what challenges and obstacles that may arise, it will not be a hindrance for this profession to continuously grow, and the services of these petitioners today are still needed. In addition, the COVID-19 pandemic has also changed the lifestyle and method of communication to a new norm that needs to be practiced from now on. In the context of the legal field in Malaysia, most cases are now being conducted online in response to the government's call to curb the spread of the COVID-19 pandemic. Therefore, we have to ensure that we are all well equipped to face whatever obstacle that may occur, especially in empowering knowledge and skills regarding information technology. In the current competitive situation, as young lawyers or new lawyers for that matter, I hope your work routine is not only from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. and will not be reluctant to work more than you should. Being in this profession, naturally you will have very, very less sleep. Yes, not much of sleep. Your perseverance and commitment in performing the given task reflects who you are. So hence, my advice is that the petitioners should try to improve all the weaknesses during your previous pupillage training, help those who need your services earnestly, love the profession you choose, work with full commitment and responsibility, and be honest in everything you do. It should be emphasized that a lawyer is also an officer of the court and has the duty to assist the court in upholding justice. A lawyer needs to ensure that he performs his role well when dealing with the court. A lawyer who is well prepared with his case and smoothen the court will smoothen the court process. It is my hope that young lawyers or new lawyers take cognizance about legal ethics, for it reflects this profession. Be mindful of your speech and behavior, and do not tarnish the image of this profession. Read and understand the Act, regulations and rules related to this profession to ensure that every lawyer knows about their rights and limitations in the administration of justice. As young lawyers or new lawyers, try to learn from a more senior or experienced lawyer. We have a few of them here, or we have all of them here. Find time and observe how they handle their cases with maturity, wisdom, and prudence. And this will indirectly help you when you handle your cases, especially the type of case, applicable law, as well as advocacy skills. Lack of continuous training, exposure, and legal knowledge in this profession will make a lawyer less experienced and less achievement. The high numbers of law graduates nowadays is not an excuse for the focus on training and teaching to become less important. I hope that the Malaysian Bar Council will continuously provide training for its members, especially for these young lawyers. A high level of integrity, patience, and discipline should always be the key principle in this profession. Do not make this profession merely to reap profits by neglecting the actual purpose why this profession is chosen at first, and tarnish the image of this profession by the behavior of irresponsible lawyers. As young lawyers, you play an important role in maintaining high standards in shaping the future of the Malaysian Bar Council. Observe the ethics and legal responsibilities in order to instill public confidence towards this profession. In all cases, it is a shared responsibility between the bar and the judiciary to uphold the rule of law and to ensure that the justice system is served in transparent and fair manner. Last but not least, be a lawyer who is dedicated, full of integrity, ethical and high discipline, and strive to improve skills and knowledge in this profession for the better future, not only for you, the petitioners, but also for this profession. For your kind attention, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much. Wabillahi taufiq wal hidayah. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Congratulations and thank you.
PTM dah boleh stop untuk live streaming. Diminta semua pihak bersedia untuk sesi bergambar dengan Ya Ahli Hakim.